Hi, it's Leslie Meredith with Breakbulk Events and Media here in Rotterdam. I've got Alistair from MHT LVO. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's great to have you in the studio. So how are you enjoying the show so far?
It's been great, actually. A lot busier than previous years. Bigger is always better. So,
well, and every year it's bigger,
every
right?
year it gets bigger, and every year you want more steps. I was just looking at my steps, actually. I've already done 10,000 today, so
Wow.
so it's good. Yeah, no, it's I'm meeting a lot of people, seeing some faces that we already know, but also seeing some new faces. So
That's
it's
fantastic.
been a really good experience so far.
Good. I'm so glad. I'm glad to hear that. So tell our viewers about MHT.
Okay, thank you. So MHT, we're a freight forwarder, but being a freight forwarder is pretty much what everybody does, and we have a specialization which is project cargo, breakbulk, factory demobs, that kind of thing. We're part of LVO Group, which is a large French freight forwarding group who specialize in container freight. We're part of that group to bring project cargo, breakbulk to the table, essentially. So we help with expanding their business globally. We specialize mainly in inter-Africa moves, UK to Europe, UK to North Africa, and the Baltics, Asia, those kind of areas. So,
interesting.
Interesting areas to work in.
Okay. With all the upheaval and uncertainty currently in the market, how has that affected the way you do business?
It's made it harder. It's made it a lot more of a challenge.
Okay.
Especially with customers, because we understand working in the market how these things affect. But it's hard to explain to customers why they have to pay more, why things are taking longer. So that's one side of it. But on the other side of it, I think we've found that there's always opportunities. So there's opportunities to introduce new routes to people which bypass the problem areas. So we've managed to move some cargo via road through Turkey, through the Baltics, through that lane to bypass the problem with the Hormuz Strait. So essentially there's a downside and there's an upside. I think everybody's facing the same challenges we are. It's not just us.
Oh, absolutely.
So we're all just trying to navigate that area of the market and find solutions, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And another thing that I heard today was that the turmoil that we have it all the time. It's certainly not a new thing.
Yeah.
Right. But perhaps currently it's having a bigger impact globally than more localized.
I agree with
events.
that. Yeah, definitely. I think the problem is that the Strait is, the Middle East is a massive market for everybody.
Everybody,
and it's
right.
really slowing down production. It's slowing down the movement of vessels. It means that previously busy schedules with decent rotations, they have to change because they haven't got enough vessels on those rotations. So we're finding that it's affecting the Chinese market, it's affecting the US market, because the vessels and the cargo is just not flowing as fast as it used to. So that's a big problem, especially for us to be able to try and pre-understand what volumes are coming out of countries, to be able to say, well, we're just not going to have the same amount of vessels that we used to have, so we're going to have to move that by road, we're going to have to move that in a different way, we're going to have to use multimodal. So yeah, it's affecting everybody. So it's definitely not localized. Even though it feels like it's localized in the Middle East, it's affecting the entire world.
Exactly. So do you think that this experience of building up various options, right, is something that you will carry forward even when things calm down, and sort of have options in place for the next event?
I think so. I think we've proved that we can be flexible, so we can move quickly if we need to. The problem with these other routes is they are more expensive by design. So I'm not sure whether once it gets back to normal again, whether customers and whether shippers will agree to pay the extra to use that route again. That's to be seen. But I think it's a very good alternative to what we currently have. And I don't see the situation changing overnight. It's going to take 3 or 4 months for the shipping market to get back to some kind of normality. So I still think that for the next 3 to 6 months, those routes are still going to be usable. But I think once it gets back to normal again, I just think people will go back to the norm, let's say.
Right, but you will carry with you the experience of those alternate
exactly,
routes,
and the
right?
proof that it can be done. So it's a study that has been good to find, to move it. It's been challenging. and it's been difficult to navigate, especially with certain customs declarations in certain countries. They always take the first time you do it's always a bit difficult, but it's been a good experience.
That's excellent. And do you see, once things return to normal, let's say, that the trade in the Middle East will bounce back quickly?
Oh, I think so. I think I don't think it's been long enough to affect the way people buy and sell. I still believe that the Middle East will get back to normal, but what that normal will be it be exactly the same? Probably not. It'll morph. I think people will have found other solutions in the meantime, and maybe will continue to buy from other areas. But I don't see it having a lasting effect on the Middle East at all, because I think the Middle East is a really important market.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you so much, Alistair.
Thank you very much for having me.
with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Okay, no problem at all.